everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Banished. We are building a market right now. You know what I really like about Banished? How they auto-map the WASD keys to the camera. You got one hand on the mouse, one hand on the WASD keys to move around. It's so elegant. It's one of the main, very minor but main complaints I have about Paradox Grand Strategy games. You have to use the arrow keys. But anyway, I guess I could just remap that. We're building this market. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. I need some more logs. Why else do we need some more logs? It's late autumn, and unfortunately, I'm just taking inventory for a second. We're really low on logs. We're not doing so well on firewood either. Food is fine, which is great, but we need to get some more logs harvested ASAP so that we can get firewood for the winter. Otherwise, a lot of people are going to die. So, let's take a quick second. I did not pay attention to that as we closed in. I was just trying to build the market. We're going to prioritize this as quickly as possible so that not all of our whole population freezes to death in the winter. You know, it's always better to be proactive than reactive. Tough actin' reactin'. That's probably a copyright violation. I apologize for that. But hopefully most of the, you know what? Let's pause production on our market so that all of our logs go into producing... I'll actually lower our tool limit as well. So that all of our logs go into producing firewood here. I think that's how this should work out. Am I a smart man or a dumb man? Materials required to perform this work are not available. Now they are. Okay, good. That might have just saved me... a decent amount of our population actually starving to death, or freezing to death. So I think that was a pretty good call on my part. We do need some more stone. You have reached the production limit, that is true. I can always crank that up again when we need you later. And I think what I should do next is actually just build a bridge across here so that we have a place to gather stone more reliably. Because I don't want to necessarily... Actually, you know what? We're doing okay on log production now. Maybe I can afford... I just paused it for a second. I can afford to build that bridge right now. And that's the one we want right there. And then we'll just have our workers gather stone from this area. It is going to take a little bit of stone to build the bridge. 13 and 52 logs. That's actually a little scary. Little scary. Let's just make sure that we have plenty of people chopping down trees as well. Otherwise, we might run into problems with firewood. But I actually think we're going to be kind of okay when it comes to firewood. So maybe I'm just overreacting a little bit. So there's our extra priority over there. Alright, so food should not be a problem. Population's going well. Some of these places are getting... I don't know, Chastity, I remember 10 years ago before you had that 7-year-old kid. We should build another house as well. Maybe we'll go house market as our next thing, although it's probably best just to get the market up. I don't know. Our town's going really well, much better than it's ever gone before. I think, at least. And I think we're going to be fine for firewood. Obviously, we're going to be fine for health. Or sorry, not for health, but for food, which is, you know, a big part of health. But I think we also are going to want to build an herbalist soon, and the reason for that is because the average health of our citizens is going down. Food diversity is alright, but we could always use an herbalist to just make sure that they have medicine that they need. I'm kind of amazed that it's taking so long for this wooden bridge to get built here. It needs 7 out of 52 logs. Well, you know what? That's because all of our logs are going to produce firewood right now. So why don't we just have that guy hit the production limit, and we can always change that later. So that's, again, it's just all about understanding your supply chain, which I think is what I did not really gather the first time that I played. Or in the first series that I did, despite having like 5 hours into the game by that point. So we have a gatherer's hut, a hunting cabin, and a storage barn. We might want to put up another forester's lodge here. I'm just saying that mostly so that it becomes something that I remember as time goes on. The bridge is almost done construction. It's hard to click on here. We need 5 more stone, which is just sadly the slightest bit more than we actually have here. So I'm having to do a little bit more micromanagement than I'd like. That is, you know, there's 5 stone there, and there's 1 stone there. So hopefully that's enough to get the bridge done. Then we'll gather stone over here. Then our market will be done. Then we'll make a house, and that should allow for a more even distribution of our resources, which is, you know, the problem number 1 is just making sure you have enough resources. Problem number 2 is making sure that they get distributed to the people who actually need them. We're entering late spring here, and still, I need 3 more stone now. Come on, builders. I have the utmost faith in you to actually get this done. This is just me being a little inefficient here in the way that I handled this, and that's okay. You know what? We'll have you drag over the stone here, and we'll up it in priority. It's very there is a hotkey for that. I should really learn that. But that's okay. There you go. They're actually getting some stone there. So this should just require building now, which our builders can handle, and then I'll unpause our market over here, and production on this should start to continue again. Good, good, good. We do not quite have enough stone, but that's okay, because now we can go like this and just say, oh, look at that beautiful bounty over there. Make sure that you are picking up as much of that as possible. And good. Alright, so we probably will need some more firewood to be produced eventually. I should keep my ledger up in the top left. But I think this town is starting much better off than it did before. I don't feel the need to bust down anybody's door like the secret police and, you know, see who's hoarding all the venison. And I think that's a good thing for everybody. And also now we have this beautiful area over here where we can start building something else. Maybe we want another hunting lodge, gathering lodge, and forester area. Maybe we just want a foresting area. This looks really nice over here. Maybe we want to build some houses over there. I don't know. But our market is going to be done before the winter season, which is very nice. Hopefully we can get that stockpiled up a little bit. And we have a surplus of logs right now, so why don't we actually go up to 200 firewood? Oh, that's 2 workers. I didn't want that, sorry. There we go. Go up to 200 firewood. Because we have enough logs to kind of sustain that for now. Now, the other thing that I wanted to build, I forgot that once this market is done, which it will be soon, we should get a house up. And we also probably want to get a forester's lodge. Maybe not a forester's lodge, actually. It's looking like okay over here. We might want to build like a road. That could be helpful. Just to make sure that our, I was going to say peasants, but what I mean is citizens. Just to make sure our citizens can get to where they need to go effectively. Alright, so now that this is built, why don't we have 2 people working on the market, because we can afford to have 2 people working on the market. And, yeah, tools are still going fine for now. With the surplus of logs and iron, though, we might as well up our limit to 150 again, just to make sure that we keep enough. And this is going to get stocked up quite nicely, and I'm feeling like we're in a pretty good position here. In fact, I may actually build another house surrounding this market. And we might want to throw up a second market not too far into the future, but as of right now, this is going to allow us for some very even distribution of food, and that is beautiful. Maybe what we want to do next is get like a quarry and stuff up, but I think maybe first we'll get an herbalist. So apparently the important thing with the herbalist, as I was told on Twitter, is to make sure the herbalist is kind of close to a town center. I'm not sure where, though, because apparently the whole town goes to get their medicine there, which is a little bit risky, I guess, but because sometimes it can be a long walk. But you also want to make sure the herbalist is kind of like, where is the herbalist anyway? That's health. Town services? No. Resource production? Yeah, it's resource production. You want to make sure that they also have like a decent area to kind of get stuff from. So yeah, we'll put our herbalist down there because health of our citizens is pretty important right now. Our population's going well. We got a lot of stored food. This is actually going quite nicely. And our houses are getting full up of people who are of a reproductive age. Everyone's real happy. Not the healthiest people in the world right now, but that's okay. Well, dude, for all I know, we could be the healthiest people in the world, I guess. And lordy, everything is going okay here. We don't really need more food production, but it might not be the worst thing in the world to make sure we scale okay. We have 2 hunters here. We have 2 gatherers here. We have 2 fishermen. We have 2 gatherers. We have 2 hunters. Why don't we put... how's our fishing supply doing? Not fantastic. Maybe we just want to up our... because we have 6 laborers right now. Why don't we get 1 more hunter over here? And that should do that, if I am correct. Yes, and then we'll... Oh! 1 second. We got to put 1 herbalist on duty for sure. And then we can put 1 more gatherer over here as well. So 2 of 3, and then 3 of 3. So food production's been great. One thing I should probably get a move on with is making a road over here. And I know I've said this kind of ad nauseum over the course of this video so far, and over the course of the last video as well, but I feel like I'm in such a much better position for how to make our townspeople actually survive. It's not a very erudite way of saying that, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I think our townspeople stand a much better chance now, and our population's growing pretty nicely. And it looks nice as well. It's not the most efficiently organized, but that's okay. And when we look, we should notice that, you know, people have a much more kind of decent supply of food. Not you, really. Maybe because you have a 0-year-old. He's eaten all your venison. But you should start pulling out some more resources if you only have 1 berry in your entire house. But everyone else is doing really nicely here, so I feel pretty good about that. Logs are going fine. Could use a little bit more stone. So maybe we are approaching the point where we want to build a quarry. Where do you build a quarry? I kind of like right here. But I don't know if it's actually going to be large enough for us to make it. It's super close in so many different areas. We can build it here. You know what? Fine. We'll build our quarry right here. It's kind of disappointing, I guess, because it's so close to some other stuff, and it's probably going to really inhibit the amount that our hunters and gatherers can get from over here. But so be it. We need to have a nice supply of stone close by. So this is going to require 40 iron and 80 logs. We have more than enough iron. We could use some more logs, though. And town continues to grow quite nicely. So if we need some more logs, what we should probably do is just harvest some trees over... that's building a forester's lodge, my mistake. Wait, no, that was perfect. Yeah, harvest some trees over here. And we might want to build like another forester and hunter and gather area over here if our food production ends up not being good enough. Oh, did I use all my logs to cut firewood? And you've reached the production limit. Probably I used all my logs to cut firewood and to build this. That is my guess. Oh, we do have enough logs, though. We made that work. Okay. So this is actually just going to, like, production is going to start here. And after we finish the quarry, we probably want to put down another house. We're kind of getting a little tight around this market area, but we can always just make a road and then have some more houses around that as well. How's our market doing in terms of fullness? Lots of venison. Our hunters are really holding it down. And the health of our population has gone up. I believe that's directly as a result of putting this herbalist down over here. So, the quarry is very nearly built. I think we're going to assign 3 people to work on this, which will only give us 1 laborer. But our population should go up quickly. I hope. We'll build another house, though. This is good, man. Business is booming. Population's going nicely. Another house down means it'll continue to grow. We're already at basically the population we were at by like episode 6 in our last series, so this is really nice. And you know what? We may want to put another storage barn down right next to our quarry here. I haven't organized this with respect to my resource like gathering. I haven't organized that very well. We could have had like one centralized storage barn that would hold everything, but instead I'm kind of an idiot, but that's okay. And you know what? We'll get a quick road going from here to here. And maybe a road going from here to here, just to make it a little bit faster for our townspeople to get where they need to go. So the storage barn is going to require logs, stone, and that's it. So we should be able to build that very quickly. Firewood production's not fantastic, but, you know, tree production here is going very well. Hopefully the herbalist can still gather, even though the forest is being basically completely clear-cut by me. My apologies, I suppose. You know what? We can lower our tool limit a little bit so that he's not using as many logs, because we do want to make sure that we have our logs for building as well. House is going to go up in no time flat. Are people going to move in right away? Yes, they are. Though they were actually Old Lion, a 24-year-old gatherer. That is so close to me in real life, except if only like YouTuber was actually a career in this. Probably not. Maybe one day. Maybe if you make it to the year 2014. All sorts of bullshit careers like that can come into fashion. What do we build next? I don't know, man. We could build a trading post. Could build a farm. We don't really have the population necessary to, or yeah, probably required to support a farm right now, but that's okay. Stone production's not fantastic, but once we have like 14 people working this, it will be. Let's put another person on quarry production. Please don't get crushed by rocks, by the way. I would appreciate it if you didn't. You guys are both at the production limit. All right, let's pause for a second and think about what we should build, because things are going very well right now. We've got a nice food supply, but you could always use more food. If we built like another hunting area over here, how far does this gathering area extend? Not super far. And the hunting cabin, not super far either. So if we build like a hunting area right here and a gathering area right here, we can put 1 population on each, and our population will grow enough to still give us some laborers. I think that's a good idea, just to make sure our food production continues to scale. Our town's kind of blobbing out pretty nicely here, though. We probably want to get a mine up too as well, but food is, obviously, as our population continues to grow, food is pretty important. We could put down some crops as well, but again, I don't want to necessarily worry about getting the population necessary for farming yet, and it doesn't provide the same kind of yields. I want to put a farm maybe like right here eventually, or an orchard right here. But let's just start with maybe tossing down another not fishing area, sorry, another hunting area, like right... I want to put it obviously fairly deep into the forest here so that there's a decent area to pull from. I think that's all right. And we'll put a dirt road down as well, just to kind of set up the infrastructure for how this is going to go in the future. And we'll put a gatherer's lodge down right after. Or a gathering hut, hunter's lodge, whatever. You get the idea. I think we're totally set for this upcoming winter. Market's doing okay. Looks like it's going to be a very, very venison-heavy winter, but that's totally fine. You guys are doing all right. How is this lodge doing? Pretty good, 640 venison a year. Gatherer's doing okay as well. Probably a little bit more productive up here, if I had to guess. Maybe roughly the same. How about the hunter? Actually, a little bit less on the hunting front here. Maybe it's a little bit too close to my town. With all of the leather we're generating, not that we're generating it crazy quickly, but we may want to get to work on a tailor. And by making a tailor, we can make some warm clothes. That'll reduce the need for firewood, maybe improve the health of our citizens, and also we can use that as a valuable tool for exporting a little bit later. We could get a trading post up fairly soon. After this hunting lodge goes up, one thing that we might want to do is actually, you know, it depends on our population. We might want to build a gathering lodge, or a gathering hut, sorry. But we might want to just build another house. We'll see. We'll see how the winter gets handled if our resources get super stripped away. I don't think they will, though. Actually, you know what we should put down next to this hunting cabin is a barn, a storage barn, so they don't have to walk all the time, all the way back. Otherwise, that's going to be really tedious for them and really tedious for me because food production is not going to be what I want it to be. We might want to start building, like, you know, Town 2.0 over here, but that'll require a second market to be truly efficient, I think. But sure, let's put down a storage barn next because I think that's just borderline essential. And then we'll put down a gatherer's hut after that. So we have 3 laborers, pretty good. Definitely want to get another house down. After the storage barn is done, maybe we'll put one more house. Actually, we should build a capacity on our first island first, I think, anyway. But for now, we're entering early winter, and everything seems to be good. Firewood's fine, food's fine, town's bustling. Market has an okay amount of food, and, you know, our food production is not totally seasonal, so we should be okay. Logs are a little low, but hopefully that goes up. You know, we should probably put some more foresters on this. We're only getting, like, 18 logs a year. It's not very good. And we wanted to put a forester's lodge down over here as well, but I actually think a better place to put it is over here where there's way more trees. Maybe we'll put it on the other side of this. But for now, we can always just, you know, tell our units individually to do it. I'm having a really relaxing time right now, and that'll change when we get hit by a tornado or something, but it's okay for now. Tools are still fine. Woodcutter is getting a little bit touch and go, but I think he'll be okay. And with the storage barn being complete soon, we can probably get to work on putting down another gatherer's hut. And we'll put that over here where there's no trees anyway. And hopefully this will allow us to make kind of like a Lion's Den 2.0 over here. We'll just put like a centralized market down, some houses around it, and then population will be able to be handled. Alright. Tool limit is 50, yes, I know that. We should probably have some more trees get cut down. I have 3 laborers that aren't really doing anything, so why don't you just go harvest these trees over here. We're low on stone and low on food as well. Quarry's not really... It never does as much as I think it's going to do, but 30 stone a year is not terrible. Imagine if we had 4 times the workers, it's 120 stone per year. That's pretty okay. We'll also have our workers cut down, or, you know, chop up some stone here, because that's obviously something that's kind of important for us. I'm gonna wait for this gatherer's hut to get up, though, and, do I have 0? I have 2 hunters working here. That's not what I want. I only want 1 hunter working here. For now. You have 2. You have 2. I'm gonna put you on 2 of 2 for now. Alright. That's more along the lines of what I wanted. And I have produced venison already, which is nice. It's just I need less over here because they're more of just like a reserve stockpile for now. At least for now. So our gatherer's hut is going up. We've gotten a little bit more population. I think I can afford to put 1 more person on our quarry. 5 of 15. We can actually crank that up. We could have, like, I guess more than 15 people working there if we want to, but of course that's just going to drain it faster. And once the quarry is actually gone, it's just going to be gone forever. It's okay, Ruka. I know that, you know, there's limited resources in the world and not all of them are renewable. You're at 1 of 4. Okay, let's pause it for a second. Reserve of food is low. Reserve of logs is low. That's fine for now. So gatherer's hut. We have 1 of 4. We have 5 gatherers. Is that accurate? I think that's fine. We have 2 here, 2 here, and 1 there. As our population grows, we'll try to scale that out a little bit. And I think we also should put down a forester's lodge. Because we're having some problems with wood right now. So we'll... Actually, you know what? We don't need a forester's lodge over there, because we'll just put more employees on the forester's lodge over here. And that should save us the resources required to build it. So I think that was a better idea. And why don't we build a house? So we'll build 1 more house right here. And I know that I said we'd start building, like, you know, the Lion's Den 2.0. Oh, God! 4 population. They were killed by a tornado? That hardly seems fair. Where's the tornado? 4 population have died already. Hunter, stonecutter, stonecutter. So 3 stonecutters. So we should only have 1. Wait. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the population has already reorganized itself. Holy crap. I guess we'll just let the tornado rip through our town and see how much of our population actually exists. It's kind of coming right for us there, isn't it? I'm not thrilled about that. Well, that has basically decimated all of my buildings, I guess. Thanks a lot, tornado. year 6, everyone's just gonna die, I guess. Lots of people without houses now. That's cool. Lots of people without jobs. This is gonna be a really tough winter for us, considering it's early summer right now. Yep, there goes another hunting cabin. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm pretty disappointed with the way that happened. We still need hunters. We probably need less stone cutters. And obviously what we need to do is remove all of the structures that have been damaged. So, like, these have all got to go. This has got to go. I don't think this structure is being demolished, yeah, so we can't do anything about that. This has... Oh, remove structures. There we go. This has got to go. And we might have some more to get rid of. Should have built a house over here. Did this get... Yeah, this got taken out as well. That's so unfortunate. So who's still working on food? We have 5 gatherers. That's going to save us. 1 laborer. 1 fisherman. 2 hunters. An herbalist. We're going to take one of our vendors off, and I think we'll take our herbalist off for now, and then we're going to have 1 more fisherman and 1 more hunter. Actually, no, we're going to need some laborers, so let's hope that not too much more gets killed over here, including, you know, our population. Half of our freaking population just died, like, instantly. Not very thrilled about that. We're going to let some more time go by here, and hopefully they'll be able to at least clear out some of this town that is now basically 100% destroyed. Obviously, we need to build more houses as well. But we need to kind of clear out some of these houses. It's like almost winter time. Do we have any builders? Let me check my jobs. Because if I have builders, I can build some houses. We have 3 builders. Let's go down to 2 builders. And we'll start building, like, we could actually build a boarding house. It costs 100 logs. We're not going to be able to do that. And 45 iron? We might be able to do that if we do it quickly. We put, like, our boarding house down right here. And then we also, like, prioritize maybe cutting down trees. My cats... Oh, my God! My cats are going nuts! Hello? Maybe that's a good time for me to pause this video as I start to deal with this tornado. Everything was going so freaking well until that tornado showed up, but... Again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to show your support and condolences by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.